Hello everybody, Fridays 18 here. I know it's been a minute since I've made a video on just about anything. It's been about 4 months. Coming here today to show you guys this cute little indie game I found that I see a lot of potential in, and I think is a overall just great game that I just kind of want to show off and show more light to, since they're only in their alpha version right now, but I'm playing it quite a lot, and I also recently just found out they're going to be making a Steam page for it. I want to really support them on this one because whoever made this, these indie guys, they really deserve it. This game is free. You'll be able to download it or just play it over the website like I'm doing now. I chose this just to kind of show it off. I'm going to go into full screen mode now. Just that it can do website stuff. It runs the exact same whether you download it or if it runs on a website, because using Unity GL, which if you guys who don't know, basically just copies games pretty much and puts them over web-based stuff. Is a very simple way of putting it. But yeah, this is a beautiful game made by amazing people, and I'll play it a lot lately, so I'm going to show you guys a quick little rundown. No, this is not an account I spent a lot of time on. You are going to get to be able to pick 2 characters. I do have the second guy right here because I accidentally wasn't recording the first time I went over this, made like a 20-minute video, forgot to actually hit the record button. So yeah, I did get the second guy, but overall there's a new account. You'll be able to fill up cards, and I was going to show you I don't have those cards, but escape would pull me out of the screen. So before we even get started, I'm going to take a second to break down everything going on this magnificent screen. Beautiful backgrounds, which will change. There's a bunch of different dynamic ones. Animations playing in the background, grass moving, all that stuff. Doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but I feel like it adds a lot of depth to the game. Makes it feel a bit more, not real obviously, but it makes you feel a bit more like immersed. Over here you got a pretty basic, just like this works as like a little help section. A menu takes you back to the menu. Keys explains everything to you, so you can click that real quick to show you. Yeah, you got turn around, left, right, all this stuff, and I'll explain what that'll mean in a second. And our map, it's all covered by clouds right now, so you can't see it, but each time we get through our levels, so this is, for example, we're going to be fighting some guys over here, find some guys over here, find some guys over here, we got a boss, then we're going to move on. I mean, you're going to see the map later once we get to this section. These coins over here, which I assume are like yen coins, you get them from killing guys, killing these monster things. Down here you got potions. There's like about 5 potions you can get right now. You can increase how many potions you can get at different little vendors. And here's your card deck. Currently our card deck is very small, just an arrow and a sword, but it will very quickly grow. These little bars down here mean health. These are all the platforms, like kind of cells you can go to. That's how you can think about it. And so now I'm going to explain one of the best mechanics about this game that really sets it apart. So each action you do, minus potions and menu stuff, takes something. So if we turn ourselves around by pressing W, that's gonna, as you can see, this guy's gonna start moving because he only moves when we move. Think about like the super hot mechanic, but it's just turn based. So turning, moving back and forth, and selecting and using abilities. I'm going to show off one of my favorite mechanics of this, which is linking. So as you can see, we select this ability, which we could do this normally just by pressing space right now, or we had another ability to do it, and we could chain them. So now it's a combo. I don't think combos actually affect gameplay. Like, I don't think they affect how much coins and stuff you get, but they're without a doubt helpful. As you can see how the bow works, pretty basic. We are kind of screwed in the situation because this little bar down here determines if I could switch with someone or not. I would love to be able to switch out with this guy right here, but sadly it takes 4 moves to get our switch back, and we accidentally used it a second ago. So we're going to take some pretty fair amount of damage. They're going to back off for a second. Going to get this guy out, get this guy out next. I feel like you might have been able to tell it from there, but that was a kind of why I like this game so much, is because it's all turn-based, but it feels very like real-time, the way like everything kind of executes itself. After each battle, we get a little option. We can reroll normally. We can get enough money. Sorry, we didn't get enough money for that, and so can't reroll. But luckily, these are very good selections. Lightning strikes the furthest enemy in front of you, very good, 2 damage. Or smoke bomb, swap position with the first enemy in front of you. I like smoke bomb more, but they're both very good moves. Since we were only at -4 health on this one, I'm going to use a potion to just get ourselves back up. Since these guys are both next to us, we have a chance to use the fact that it is double-sided and you can hit both of them at the same time. Next, I'm going to wait a turn, wait another turn, and then swap positions. That way that guy dies, that guy can hit me, and he has to reselect his moves and stuff. There's a fair amount of enemies in this game. Pretty much every card that you can get, there's an enemy for it, which I find very cool. It adds a lot to the game, just by having all these different enemies. As you can see, this guy could do double swords, the other guy could just do single swords. I believe single swords start off a bit more powerful, whereas double swords just don't. Like, they start off more weaker, but they obviously have a bit more value. And of course, you can increase everything in this game, so you can increase damage, all that stuff. The one thing I didn't mention, these little numbers right here represent the damage for each move, and this represents the cooldown. This can all be changed in that little menu you saw where I got to pick our move. We got to pick our move that time, but sometimes it's like +1 damage, -2 cooldown, whatever, things like that. Most of the time they're trade-offs though, so you can get a good thing, but you can also get a bad thing mixed with that. That is also a great example of what I just did of why the chain system is so cool. Now looking at this cooldown thing, I'm going to re-roll it, but honestly, getting our cooldown as low as possible now on some moves that take more, like our bow, which takes 5 moves, we're going to want to get that down as soon as possible. And although I did take a little upgrade slot, as you can see that yellow circle, that was there a second ago, I see it completely worth it. So the first thing I'm going to do, this guy can dash, and it's a pretty big issue, so we're going to cut this guy down, shoot the guy behind him, because enemies only attack when they are able to, so dash guys won't dash unless they have someone in front of them. So if you take out that person in front of them, they're immediately going to get you, and there's not much you can do about it. But it's a bit more strategy and everything. A little bit about this game that I found out, there are just some more features I've really found myself enjoying, is the pacing of everything. I know I kind of spoke on it a second ago, and that's an example of me screwing up with that guy, the dash guy. But the pacing is really good. Despite that it's a turn-based game, it always manages to have incredibly good pacing. This doesn't feel like slow and clunky like some turn-based games kind of do. A lot of turn-based, that's not to kind of any turn-based games, but some are more focused on strategy than actual, not fun, but action. There's not as much action, there's more emphasis on, the actual strategy of everything. This one has a pretty fair mix, which I really appreciate. Yeah, you can see we're starting to take some damage from this guy right here. Knock him out quickly. Like I said, dash guys were always going to be a pain, but they're far from the worst. You'll see the worst soon enough. So +1 damage, +1 cooldown. Nothing I really want to add damage or cooldown to right now, or nothing I want to add enough damage to make the cooldown worth it. We're going to reroll. Got Dragon Punch. I've never seen much value in this sword. Strike this on in front of you. I already have this for that low cooldown already, so even though this does have same damage, really low cooldown though, I'm not going to take the sword. I don't think it's really worth it. Since we haven't seen the bow yet, I'm going to do that one, and I also do see a lot of value in the bow. We're going up against our first boss. All bosses will be the exact same. So this guy right here, I'm going to fight him every time I play the game. He's our first boss, but then I only mean that as in he's the first boss we're going to go against in this situation. The next guy farther down the map is going to be a different boss. That's not to say all bosses are going to be the exact same. The reason I got this bow staff, I will show you in just a second. About to hit me, but it's a perfect example. So we're going to strike him. We always go first, shoot him, and then with the bow staff we can flip him. Flipping is amazing for bosses because it just kind of messes them up. Also, since the whole direction thing, how you can move back and forth, where your direction is based on your W, that's great because it allows you to, kind of screw them over a little bit when it comes to stuff. Every time I click one of these guys, it is putting damage on them. Or not damage, but it's increasing a chance to get hurt. You can swap positions. Different guys have different positions, so that other guy that you kind of saw at the beginning of the video that's a bit more plump, his pushes people back, mine only swaps them. This looks like this guy's going to run straight for us. I'm going to swap positions with him and him because this can hit 2 directions. As you can see, we're kind of chipping him down slowly. I lost a lot to him when I first started playing because it's all about trying to find sweet spots and that kind of stuff. For damage, I'm going to go with the smoke bomb just because I use it a lot in my combos, so it helps a lot. Each time you're going to get different options like Sensei, Shrine, and Blacksmith. Blacksmith is going to have I believe like potions and stuff. Shrine is also gonna have, I think, some buffs, and Sensei is gonna have some like. Well, you'll see. It's a bit hard to explain. Each of them also gonna have one of these things too, which basically could exchange something for something else. Sometimes coins for sealed. Sometimes it's little potion dudes. In this case, we can change our HP for 2 coins. Not worth it. Gonna get some little scrolls. Those come into play later on. They're not too helpful right now. Enemies deal 1+ damage to each other. Isn't really helpful right now. +1 damage for attack following movement tile. Not too great. Hitting from behind though, I do that quite a lot with my backstab kind of move, you know. My swap positions and hit them. So I'm gonna go with that one. Okay. Another thing to just, you know, love about this game is the fact that everything is all themed. It obviously has like, you know, very like, I don't know what direction, but I mean like, it's very like, you know, you got the hour of the rat and stuff, and I'm sure that means something actually really cool. I just don't know what it is yet, because despite how much I've played this game, haven't really seen too much differences based on that. It's just cool to have that there. This guy right here sucks. He's a spear dude. He's awesome because, as for strategy, he's awesome because, well, he sucks so much. But terrible for the actual player himself. Good for like the game, but terrible for the player because they could hit 2 tiles. Which we're about to get a spear now. We can show that off. So as you can see, I'm coming down to low health. When I do get to like dead, I am gonna end this video. If you guys do want to see more, I'll be very happy to show more of this game. But this is far from my regular video, and I would understand if you guys don't want that. Here's another example of why chain attacks are so cool. We could just take people out so quickly. Yeah, offers a lot of value. And I think I'm gonna go bow staff on this one. Flip this guy around. Yeah. A lot of moving back and forth. This one. Oh, nice. Got a enemy kill. Alright, so I would normally be dead here, but I did luckily get a brew and also a frozen time. So I'm going to use that as a free excuse to kind of take on these guys a bit. This way I can prepare for him, don't take any damage because of the shield, and I got rid of that guy during my 3 free moves. Yeah. Free play, haven't really seen much value in this. Adding this to the tile does the attack to the attack key does not trigger a turn. I'm sure it's useful, I just haven't really seen a value for that. Plus an upgrade slot isn't something we're going to really need, but I do want to add to the smoke just for now because it's free to upgrade, it's just not free to reroll, and the more upgrade you have, the more you can do stuff with, so it's pretty useful. This guy over here is a bow guy, and I want to take him out as quickly as possible because they will screw you up, especially in my situation with 2 health. If I get more health shields, I'll be able to be fine, but for right now, we want to just prevent all these long range guys as much as possible because they're going to screw us up. In this situation, best thing we can do is try to take on this guy and then smoke bomb this guy. So we're going to take this dude out, smoke bomb him so we don't have to worry about it, and just move out of this guy's way because he is armed and dangerous. The stick was kind of a waste of a move. This won't be though. That'll knock him out. Bow guy over here, like I said, always prioritize the people who can screw you over the most. Usually it's going to be the long distance guys. Yeah, because Spear dude can hit 2 tiles, the other guy can hit an infinite amount of health. Just not worth it. Luckily, because we do always go first, we do have that benefit right there. I'm going to double down on this one, that we can switch places, hit him once. Well, that's the end of us. Anyways, time's a pretty cool thing. We got the grappling hook. Grappling hook is awesome. But here's where the skulls come into place I was talking about earlier that we got. It determines if you get new cards or not, because you get this little bar that'll keep going up how much you have to have. And you can get skulls. I think you get a skull by killing things, and then also each time you stop at one of those little shops. This is gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I enjoyed making it. Let me know if you want to see some more. See ya.